Hey. Hey guys. Man, it's storming over here. Well, I hope you guys can tune in. I am bringing to you the Mangu mash that I was talking about. So I'm glad that you guys had voted on it because I had all the stuff for it just in case it had won the votes. But I love this one because I've kind of adapted to the Hispanic way of cooking. I grew up in Arizona, so I grew up with a lot of like Mexican food. And then I met my husband, and he's Puerto Rican, New Yorican. And so anyhow, just adapting a lot of their cultural cookings and stuff, especially for my daughters. It's just really nice to know that I can have them exposed to it. So I hope you guys have fun with this one, which is interesting because I actually looked up Mangu online, and I think it's more of a Dominican thing. However, my Puerto Rican friend showed me how to do it, so I always just assumed it was Puerto Rican, but I'm sure all of them make very similar stuff, so like mofongo, trifongo, etc. Okay, so anyways, I have 6 plantains, okay? And I boiled it in a pot of water. You want to put salt in there just like pasta, okay? You boil it until it's like cooked down. And so I've got 6 of them in here, okay? I've got about a 1/4 cup of vinegar. I use brown rice vinegar for everything. So if you have regular vinegar, it's fine. And again, I really would not use the apple cider vinegar, okay? I have a green bell pepper, I have a red bell pepper, I have the red onion. You want to use the red one, okay? And I have 10 olives here. So I actually like to mash mine up with olives, but my kids are eating it, so I've been leaving it out. So, but this is a really good addition. So this time I'm going to leave it out, but you basically like chop it up before you throw it in the thing, just like the onions and stuff. Then I have about 3/4 of a cup of beef. You can use pork, beef, chicken, but I have sauteed it with alpaca sazon. You know, this is like the standard, okay? And then I had put a little bit of my garlic and onion, which I told you you can use for pretty much anything, okay? So I've pre-cooked my meat in preparation to this, okay? So I'm gonna turn my little thing on. There we go. Get the fire going. Okay, and in this time, I'm gonna go ahead and slice up my veggies, okay? I'm just gonna cut my onions up. All right. I've been on this like weight loss thing. I've switched out my regular oil to like low, no calorie oil, and it still works the same. It's awesome. So if you guys wanna cheat and cut some of those calories and carbs, I would really use this pan spray. So I hit the pan up real nice, a thick layer of that, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic and onion mix. Get a spoon here. I would just do about a teaspoon. There you go, just like that. Okay. I'm gonna put my onions in there. I would do a medium high. It's like storming out here, so I hope taking it off of Wi-Fi helps, because I know last time I got cut off. By the way, I love all the graduation pictures. It's just, all glory to God. So nice to see all the seniors smiling. I have a nephew that's graduating this year too, so I know it's been such a change, but I'm so happy that they are, you know, just enjoying the moment for what it's worth, and having a good graduation experience. I've cut my red pepper here, okay? I sliced it long ways, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half like that, in little pieces. So that way when you mix all the stuff up, it's not too big of a bite. Okay. Let me hurry up and get my green pepper in here. I'm gonna use about half of the green bell pepper. I've actually made this with leftover like pork chop, chuleta. If I have any left over, I'll cut that up and I'll use it for this mash. I really didn't know how to cook plantains until I met my husband. He is part of a family that like cooks all the time. Typical Hispanic, Puerto Rican family, always cooking. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my meat. I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit, and you want your adobo nearby, okay? Yeah, that's like gold. Okay. So I got this stir frying. This is when I'm gonna add my vinegar. Okay. I'm so grateful that I can learn this stuff. Like I said, I can introduce my kids to it and let them have a little taste of their own culture. We call them our little Boricuas, or Coricuas, because they're Korean and Puerto Rican. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. Put me on low, let it simmer a little bit. It really helps that I pre-cook this meat, okay? But look at all the beautiful colors. Can you guys see that? Really nice. Don't let the vinegar smell scare you either. So I'm going to hit it up with adobo. Can you guys see that? And I'm just going to sprinkle enough on the top. Really no measurements. This is like a sprinkle and go. Okay, so now that that's cooking, I'm going to grab my 6 plantains that are boiled, okay, and I'm going to stick it into a bowl. And I'm going to put what I have here, 4, I almost forgot, 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter, okay? Once they come out the pot, they're going to be really, really hot, so, you know, it'll melt while you mash it, okay? All right. I got my little meat chopper here. This is what I like to use when I go to mash it. I know, it takes a little bit of arm strength, but you'll get there. I've never used like the other potato masher, so I don't know. Like, I'm sure you can use that as well. So yeah, I looked it up, and I guess this is like originated in, it's a Dominican dish. I guess they used to eat it for breakfast, but like I said, I like to eat it like savory style. We'll eat it like as a meal. So there you go. You guys see it? It's like smashing. I know, it takes a little bit, but you know what? It's so worth it. This is actually very similar to the way that I make my mofongo. Not sure if you guys ever had that, but it's really good, and I found a way not to fry the banana just because it's so unhealthy when you're frying all these veggies. And so I've learned how to boil the banana and the yuca and mash them together. That'll be a whole nother like video, okay? There we go. So the butter is all incorporated as well, and you can tell because you can't see it anymore, and can have a nice consistency and texture. There we go. So you see that? There's your mash. There you go. All right. So now that this is all cooked down, all the veggies are like translucent. You see that? That's a good time to take it off the heat, okay? All right. So what we're gonna do here, so I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add it all in there, all of it. And the great thing is that since I use the like non-stick spray, the juices that are coming out are actually naturally from the veggies, and you're not heavy on oil. So I used to make it with a lot of oil, but I've been trying to, you know, just eat healthier. So that's a nice little way to cutting all the weight gain. See, that's all it takes, guys. It's so easy. You see this? And once it's all incorporated, Gosh, it smells so, so good. And the seasoning is so strong from the vinegar and the adobo that was in there and the meat and all the veggies that you really don't have to like salt it. But if you taste it, you kind of taste and, you know, season as you go. You can always go by that. Let's see. See how it tastes. Oh, so good. Oh yeah, got the vinegar in there. It's not too strong. That's what makes this special, is that bite of vinegar in there. There you go. And then the fun way that I plate stuff is here. It's gonna kind of look like mofongo. But anyway, I hit up a little bowl of like, I greased that little rice bowl. I know, I'm repurposing everything. And I grabbed my dish. And I've pre-cut some avocados here, so I can make it look real pretty. So I basically turned this side into like a main dish, which is really fun. So, okay, it's time to scoop it all up. So I put it in this bowl, this little rice bowl that I've repurposed. And again, use this as your baseline. You could, you know, do other fun stuff with it. And of course, the olives, if the olives were in there, it would have been so, so good. So anyway, I smashed it into the bowl here, right? And then I'll like flip it into the bowl here, hit it up. You see that? Okay. And I'm gonna grab some avocado here and kind of place it on the sides, because you know avocado is always good. This looks so good, guys. Look at that. My take on mangu, I call it mangu mash, because it's like mashed potatoes. Yeah, like you can do so many things with these plantains because it's starchy. It's like a potato, guys. So anyway, there you go. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys give this a try. It's so delicious, and I feel like you get the part of the island in there. So enjoy, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in with me. Have a good weekend. Bye.